Let's be clear, Kailub Russell is one of the best. You might think it doesn't matter what he rides. Well, Kailub is the best in part because he understands that finesse is more important and that in the right conditions allows a smaller bike to have a big advantage. He started the season off this year on a KTM 250 XCF against much bigger bike. The 250 we rode was uncrated in California and transformed into a factory race bike before being shipped back east. Many of the parts are available to the public through the aftermarket. The engine itself, however, is built by KTM Factory Services. It's not a supercross bike, but the 250 XCF is set up for reliability. The head has some special work and the mapping might be hard for the average tuner to duplicate. A Hinson clutch was used and a titanium FMF factory 4.1 exhaust was bolted on. In the suspension department, Kailub is running a WP track shock and cone valve front fork with coil springs. In this case, the 350's suspension was used on the 250 instead of the softer 250 setup built specifically for national enduros. Likewise, the bike we rode had a 3.3 gallon IMS tank, whereas the national enduro version usually has the 1.8 gallon fuel tank from the motocross model. It was set up with a Dunlop AT81 in the rear and MX3S's in the front, both with bib moose inserts and topped off with XL A60 rims. Is it fast? Yes, but it's fast for a 250 4-stroke. It actually has considerably more low-end power than a stock 250 XCF. And when you add that to the incredible top end, the bike has a long power band that finally signs off somewhere around 13,000 RPMs. You don't have to shift it nearly as much as you might think. In technical terrain, the bike feels much lighter than a 350. The motor free revs more quickly, has less engine braking, and is easier to control than a big bore. We were surprised that the suspension was somewhat stiff. It seemed more like a motocross setting. This is a reflection of how fast the top riders are going in cross-country races today. If you took off all the stickers and identifying marks of the bike, you could still tell this was a top-level pros bike by the way it works. The throttle is perfectly smooth, cables are silky, and there's safety wire in key places. Even after 3 hours in the mud at a GNCC, we're sure the bike would still radiate precision and craftsmanship. To see the complete story on Kailub Russell's KTM 250 XCF, check out the August issue of Dirtbike magazine. And for all the latest news in the off-road industry, check out dirtbikemagazine.com.